Hearing a lot about egg freezing and all. Sperm freezing. Can you just educate us?
So let me tell you one basic difference between male and females.
Hmm.
See, females are born with fixed number of eggs,
Hmm.
but males are producing sperm every 3 months,
Hmm.
right? So you must have heard that Trump had a baby at 60
Yeah,
years,
yeah, yeah.
but women at 60 can't have babies because
Correct.
they have fixed reproductive cycle.
Hmm.
So men, they produce sperm every 3 months, so their sperm pool is being rejuvenated, means they're continuously producing
Yeah,
sperm till very late stages of life.
yeah,
But women don't produce eggs. They finish their eggs by 45 and they attain menopause,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So nobody thought about sperm freezing. If they're producing sperm, why should they go for freezing? But
Correct.
there's some indications where men can freeze their sperm. First is undergoing cancer treatment. If any person has been having cancer and they are going for chemotherapy and radiotherapy, which can affect their testes, they should freeze 2 to 3 samples of sperm so that when they recover and they can father their own children. Otherwise, there can be a permanent damage to the testes. They may have difficulty in fathering children. Second indication is any patient going for a pelvic surgery, which where there is a risk of damage to the testis, can freeze some 2 to 3 samples of sperms. Social sperms freezing, where they want to preserve their sperm for future, right now is not very common and not indicated. And I have seen very peculiar indication where women are staying in India and men are going, their husbands are going outside for work or studies and they want
Yeah.
to plan pregnancy. They can freeze sperm so that women can continue their treatment.
Correct.
Our army officers,
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
soldiers, then men who are going outside for a very long time,
Yeah.
and in the meantime they don't want to lose their time, they
Yeah.
can go for freezing and then we can do the treatment of the female with the frozen sperms.
How common it is in India?
Not many men come for voluntarily, but if we tell them, this they can. And once we freeze the sperm, we wash them, we freeze them. So the recovery rate is around 50%.
Okay.
Means all 100% sperms will not be viable after we warm them. So we at least ask them to freeze 2 to 3 vials.
Okay. Okay. And as we are talking about sperm freezing and all, like what exactly is male infertility? How common it is, and what are the causes of male infertility?
So 21st century is the century of male infertility.
Oh, okay.
When we were doing our graduation and post graduation, male infertility was not nowhere to be seen.
Correct.
But now, after 25 years, we see that we are seeing more and more males with having low sperm count, no low motility. What is the reason? Why our ancestors were so fertile? Because humans are made to be mobile. Our ancestors were working hard physically. They used to be farming, fishing, swimming, hunting, but we are all sedentary.
Sedentary.
Office work has taken a toll on our health. So they are exposed to years of sleeplessness, stress, anxiety, pressure, poor diet, lack of exercise, and all this is affecting the male fertility.
Okay.
Plus the environment, it is contaminated. Pesticides, chemicals, mobile radiations, all this is somewhere affecting the males, and I would request all of them to please take care of their health. Please prioritize your health over everything. Not even fertility, it is important for everything.
Yeah.
So take out time for sleep, take out time for exercise, avoid smoking, alcohol, late night partings and all that, drugs.
Yeah.
And I've seen men with gym also taking supplements. They build their body, but it negatively affects their sperm count. These boys don't even know that they have been given testosterone supplements. And
Okay.
it
So that should be a good thing, right? Testosterone supplements.
No. If your testosterone levels are normal, you need not take any supplements because this negatively affect your pituitary and the sperm production is reduced. People going for big tournaments and all that, they don't even know that they are taking those supplements and it can negatively affect them.
Affect your regular testosterone count later on when they stop all these supplements.
So the testes is damaged because there is no stimulus from the pituitary.
Oh my God.
Many are not even aware that these supplements, steroids, they also
Yeah.
affect the testosterone production.
Again, similarly, negative feedback loop, something happens.
So it's high time men should
Yeah.
take control of their health,
it's important.
start exercising, avoid smoking, eat healthy, and take out time for your health. Very important.
Yeah. So, and is there any genetic factors related to this male infertility?
See, very few cases of male infertility are genetic. I would say less than 10%,
Okay.
where they have a gene which is affecting their sperm production, but majority are due to poor lifestyle. Very few, just like undescended testes. There was a patient who came to me who had an undescended testes at birth. He was born in some village and the doctor didn't diagnose it, and it led to testicular failure.
Oh.
Such patients should be, it could have been treated but missed.
Yeah.
So such
Neglected.
cases we can't avoid, but majority, yes, we can. Genetic factors are very, very less.
So it's important,
Lifestyle.
Yeah, lifestyle. People who like all the infertility couples should understand it's not only the women's problem.
It is male problem.
It can be the male problem, and
Equally,
if
40%
equally.
infertility is due to female, 40% is male, and
Male.
20% is both.
Oh, okay. So it's important for men to also
Yes.
take care.
Yeah.
Generally,
So I have
women are
seen-
advised to.
I have seen patients, women taking treatment for years, and male has
That's what-
never been tested.
Yes, yeah.
And they don't know, no, I'm okay. But
Yeah, and
They
I
should be
think
treated
now.
simultaneously.
I mean, once upon a time they were like kind of shameful to visit and all, but now I think the taboo and all stigma is gone.
yeah,
Should
now
be
there
gone,
is awareness,
actually.
and podcasts like this, we
Yeah.
can spread awareness. Now
Yeah.
I see only males before marriage coming to me to getting
Oh.
checked that, madam, everything is okay or not, can I marry or not, will I have children or not. I see such kind of men coming up, and we should encourage them.
Yeah. I think in future, kids, I mean, like these days, kids and all,
Generation.
they will see each other's blood reports and then marry. Because I've seen in a couple of movies or shows where they are checking the parents or the
Yeah,
couple.
the genetic,
whatever,
profile of the
like
patient rather than Kundli.
Yeah,
So,
I
genetic
think let's
profile.
not take it that far, and it's better to take care of themselves and eat well, as ma'am said, to avoid sedentary life. One major
Be
thing
active.
that
Physical activity is
yeah.
very important.
so we can prevent a lot of male infertility, which is affecting, and a lot of people are not very open about it and to come. Normally, women, if they have any problem, they just go to the doctor,
Yeah.
and mothers take them to the gynecologist and get them treated and all. But men are very less vocal about
Yeah,
their
yeah.
physical problems. So before you get a problem, it's better to take care of yourself, eat well, sleep well, reduce your stress rather than trying to get into 100 crore clubs or whatever. It's better to settle your family first and then strive for money.
Yes, definitely. Problem which is shown now doesn't develop now. It has started 10 years back.
Yeah.
The burnt out you had 10 years back will show now.